summer night, a shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. Stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. A brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this run for life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat. All right. Whoa, come on, let's ride this train. Yeah, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Let's ride this train now.
Okay, come on. All right, here we go. It's another Monday night live stream. Good evening, everybody. It is October 18th already. We're already more than halfway through this month. My goodness, we only got a couple of months left to go in 2021. How time flies when you're having fun. Good evening, everybody. I want to say hello to everybody that has stopped in here so far. My goodness, we got Dwight Curley. Good to see you, Dwight. Well, I can't see you, but glad you're here. Wicked Insanity, Stephanie Paul, Heath, Humanity Junction. Who is that superstar? Okay, CPCN, Model Railroading, and Rail Fanning. That is a mouthful. How you doing? Lynn McCurdy and HDMMRC. And why are you naked for? Okay, Mr. Pictovid. And the Nightbot is here. Schuylkill River Valley. Jim Tedesco. Craig stuck in the truck. Rexon on his way to Walla Walla. I like that name. Okay, Mason Dixon RR. Did I say Dragon Lover already? Good to see you here. Okay, Caboose 121. Okay, who else is here? Sean McGee. Good to see you. Okay, Otter Creek and Rio Grande. I'll be in and out working on a few things that need to be done. Oh, we need to do things, don't we? Frank, Steeler Fan 820. We all need to do stuff on our model railroad. New Fenris Railroad. Good to see you here. Okay, Randall Ellison. Who else? Reggie A. Stroud. Good to see you, Reggie. Crazy Joe 67. Glad you can make it here, Joel. All right. Who else is here? Let me see. Manshed, good to see ya. Who else did I see sneak in here? Here earlier, going down the list. I think I mentioned everybody here so far. And there might have been somebody that came in here earlier and may not be here anymore. But, hi, Sean McGee. Did I say hello to you? Okay. CSXGEET44AC. You people got to get shorter names for your channel, man. This is difficult saying all these long names here. My goodness. I'm going to get hoarse before the hour comes. Okay, so let me see. Is that everybody? If I haven't said your name so far, just let me know. Slap me on the back of the head or get my attention somehow. Stephen 87th. Okay, where is it? Oh, Stephen 87th. PSAP. Good to see you here. Just snuck in here. And Joseph Hans. Good to see you. Norman Rowe. All right, so that's a few other people that just came in here. And James Bursey. Okay, I think I got everything. Everybody, John Benicki. Did I say you before? Okay, so I think that is everybody. If I didn't get you, well, I apologize. There are so many people in here. There's 50 in here already. And Jerry Sattarelli, how you doing? Okay, now I think I got everybody. So I put up a thing in there, and unfortunately, when you put up a poll, you can only put 4 choices in there. So far, there's 43 votes, and 35% of them, which is the most so far, says $200 is their limit on a train show. Well, okay. Well, there's a lot of other things, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. Humanity Junks. I said Heath. I said your name. Oh, my goodness. He's getting worried here. Howard Hengsler. Good to see you. Okay. How you doing? John Train BFGR. All right. Joe Rader, Black Rock Central, just snuck in here. Okay, so I think that is everybody. I want to thank, before we get, because I always forget to do this, and I know Sparky's not here. He's sleeping in Arizona right now, so I'm just going to put this thing in here because I want to thank everybody for supporting this channel. So here we go. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. Thank you, everybody, for supporting this channel. I had just seen this one thing here. Sparky, Vinny, Roy, and JD are probably getting over their excursion that started early with a meal at Taco Bell. If they started at Taco Bell, they're ending their excursion in the restroom, probably. And I seen a couple of other people stop in here. The High Plains Railroad, Dustin and Scale Railroad, and Jim McCann. How you doing? All right. So, New Fenris Railroad brought something up in the beginning about 3D printers. Where did I find that? Right here. He said, there's some on Amazon, and I looked on Amazon, and those things are expensive. The cheapest one I seen there was $189, and there was one $699. That's a little steep for me, but I'm glad people can do the 3D printing because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done that none of the manufacturers do. So good for you if you got a 3D printer and you know how to do it. I can't do it. Well, I could probably do it, but I'm not spending that much on a 3D printer right now. So maybe somebody else could make the things. Okay. The High Plains Railroad got a bunch of question marks. Atlas 100 nickel or Snaptrack. Okay. Is that a question? 100 nickel or Snaptrack? Okay, so Snaptrack or 100 code code 100 nickel silver. Okay, so why not code 83? Okay, I prefer code 83, and I use FlexTrack as much as I can. I try to stay away from the Snaptrack. The only time I use the Snaptrack or I use the Easy Track is when I want to lay it down and just to figure out where I want to put curves and stuff like that. But that's my answer to that. Snaptrack is good if you like doing that. Randall Ellison. Okay. Where is that? Where did I see that? I never had any issues eating at Taco Bell. Of course, the only thing I get there are the standard soft shell tacos. Well, that's probably why. Okay. Mr. Pictovid bought a 3D printer 4 months ago, and it's still in the box. That's probably where mine would be, too. Yeah, I stayed away from the flamethrowers. Yeah, if Tom could do Arduino, he could do 3D printing. Printers are not my, they're not user-friendly for me. I have an Epson color printer, and I just hate it. Me and printers don't get along, and I took drafting, and I'm pretty good at drafting and stuff like that, so I could probably design something, but I do not like doing that on the computer and stuff. Okay, Awesome America Railroad, Artie, how you doing? Good to see you here. Glad you can make it. All right, so what else do we have here? Okay, so what I wanted to do, let me get this off of here. And we're going to talk, let me put this up here first, because I went to a train show this past weekend. So I went to, me and Debbie went to Plant City, and you'll never guess who we saw there. Jim and Debbie Tedesco, we ran into them. and then ran into them again at the museum, and then had lunch together at, what was the name of that place? Anyway, Whistle Stop Cafe. Yeah, they're Whistle Stop Cafe right up against the tracks right there. And the food was lousy, but the service was good. I mean, the two Debbies got Reuben sandwiches, and they were just nasty. I traded my sandwich with Debbie because she couldn't eat it, so I had a conductor special, which was a lot easier. Yeah, Whistle Stop. There you go. It took me a while to figure it out, but I guess the conductor sandwich was pretty good. I got one bite out of it and then gave it to Debbie because I seen she was having trouble with it, because when I started chewing on the Reuben sandwich, it was nothing but gristle. The sauerkraut and cheese was good. The bread was terrible. So maybe next time we'll hit one of the other restaurants around there. So, okay, show in Elkhart was great. Had 150 tables in a 15,000 square foot space. Had over 400 people through the door. Good to hear. All right, so this one at Plant City wasn't bad. It was an NMRA event. It was like a 3-day event for NMRA, and then I guess all the model railroad clubs started selling off all their stuff. There was a couple of vendors there. Zitnik Trains was there, and most of it was model railroad clubs. There was the Citrus Model Railroad Club, and I don't know. That's the one that I always see over there. But anyway. A lot of HO&N. Finally, a train show that had more HO and N scale stuff than O, S, and G. Finally. And wouldn't you know it, I spent less than $35 there because, I got too much stuff to begin with anyway. I don't need anything, but I still go to the train shows. I put up a video. I got 2 cabooses in Pennsylvania, the steel style, and I bought it wasn't a City Classics, it was something else, but it was a plastic building kit, so why do I keep on buying these plastic building kits? And I bought some decals of... Now, I do in the 50s, and nobody did any graffiti back then other than, really ugly-looking stuff. But I bought a sheet of decals of graffiti that this guy... He took pictures of... actual graffiti on cars, and then knocked it down into the size and printed them out and made decals out of them. So I got that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, here are the train shows coming up. We got another one coming up this weekend in Pinellas Park. That is Regal Railway. And so... Debbie likes to go to these train shows just as much as I do. I mean, she says, I hope you could find one. And I said, well, I'll just have to see what I say on the Monday Night Live stream. Okay, so Greenberg Great Train and Toy Show, Saturday, November 6th, Sunday, November 7th, Monroeville Convention, and you stopped. But I know what you mean. Yeah, right there. Yeah, graffiti started, I missed it. I hit the wrong one. Okay. Graffiti started turning up in the late 70s, early 80s, and I modeled the 50s. Okay, so way out of town for me. Okay, so Neuse River Model Railroad Club Show, Raleigh, North Carolina, largest and oldest in North Carolina, November 6th and 7th. Hey, Tar Heel and Patch, thanks for stopping by. And Elmar, how you doing? And Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. How you doing here? I'm glad you could make it. All right, so the next one, Ocala, Florida, November 6th, is at the Lions Club, and I'll put up the flyers a little bit later. Boca Raton, Florida, November 20 and 21. Melbourne, Florida, is on December 4th. Pensacola, also on December 4th and December 5th. Pinellas Park, another one in Pinellas Park, but this one is Suncoast Model Railroad Club, December 11th, and the Villages, Florida, December 12th through the 15th. Now, this one at the Villages is no vendors. This is just the different model railroad clubs in the Villages. They have anywhere from Z scale up to G scale, and each one of them has layouts. Some of them have multiple layouts there, and it's just layouts. It's mostly for kids, and they got all these people up there dressed up as Santa Claus and Santa Claus helpers, and they got people singing out in the hallway. So it's a nice ordeal. If you're in that area, you got to go see it. But the one that has the vendors is, I think, in February. I think I got a flyer over here. I'll show that a little bit later. But we got this right here. This is the Halloween. This is the flyer for Regal Railway. There you go. In Pinellas Park. Okay, the next one is Ocala Model Railroaders Historic Preservation Society. That's the one in the Lions Club. And we're going to have to go to that one of these days. That's on November 6th. Maybe we'll drive up there. I guess that's about an hour and a half drive. Maybe 2 hours for us. So maybe we'll hit that one. It's a small one, but we haven't been to that one yet. Okay, then Melbourne, here's another one. Oops. No, this one is South Florida Railroad Museum. This one's Boca Raton. We've been to that one a couple of times. They have a couple of nice layouts in the depot there in Boca Raton. And there's Melbourne. We've been to that one time earlier this year. We like that. And hopefully we'll get back to it. There are just too many train shows. There are way too many train shows in Florida. There is more than one Santa. Oh, did I give it away? Oh, crap. Did I spoil it for you? Hey, JT, how you doing? Glad you can make it here. And Mystic Southern Railway, good to see you. Okay, so a couple of more here. We got Pensacola Rail Fest 2021. Okay, that's a little bit too far for us, but I wanted to put that up there if you're up in the Panhandle or in Alabama or Georgia, or even if you're in over towards the Train Freak area. Okay, the train show open house Saturday, December 11th. New train show location, Pinellas Performing Arts Center. This is behind H&R Trains. And this is Robert Sacco's club. Hopefully we'll get to go to that one. That's December 11th. Boy, is there a lot of train shows to go to. And here's the Villages Christmas train show, December 12th through 15th. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. We got Melbourne. We got Pinellas Park. We got the Villages to go to. Ocala, Boca Raton, but another one in Pinellas. What? I mean, we might hit every one of them except for the Pensacola one. But that's what is coming up, and there are more. When we was at, whenever you go to the train show, you always pick up some stuff. So at this one, I don't know why, but they always have a micro-engineering price list at the one at where we were at Plant City. So I picked that up. But anyway, Here's the flyer for the Villages, the Christmas show. Here's the one for, oops, right there, the Lions Club in Ocala. And then, starting in January, okay, we got the good ones, Volusia County. Let me get the first one up here so it's a little bit bigger. We got Volusia County in January of 2022. I picked up a couple of these, so, you know, we get $1 off on there. Okay, February 5th, Jacksonville. That's a little bit further than Volusia County. Hopefully, one of these days we'll head up that way. And here's the thing for Robert Sacco's one. Let me see. We got another one, Tampa Bay, Saturday, February 12th. Great train and toy event sponsored by Train Collectors Association in Pinellas Park, at the same place where Robert Sacco has his show. And this is a good one here, Real Rail. We was there a couple of years ago, and that was a really good show. 43rd Annual Real Rail Model Train Show, February 19th and 20th. So I look forward to that one right there. It's a few months away, but I gotta save up my money because everybody's spending $200 or more at these train shows, and you know, I'm lucky if I spend $100. So, oh, what did I miss while I was talking here? There are never too many train shows. Well, you know, when you're retired, you know, you're kind of stuck on a budget and can't spend a lot of money at the train shows. Okay, Mid-America Train and Toy Show in Kansas City, November 28th. Okay, thank you for putting that up there. Okay, so let me go back one. All right, so I missed one here. Oop, I went the wrong way. Okay, I went back too far. Okay, so I seen one. Crazy Joe said our next one is in Dodge City, Kansas. Okay. All right, so I know I've seen more there, but I can't find, you know, when they only, on this thing here, for vMix, they only put 25 on a page, so you got to go back and scroll through all this stuff. Did I see the Christmas tree here? Fultz Bailey Model Railroad, how you doing? Good to see you here. We're just talking about train shows. Okay, so let me get back on track here. Okay, with the merchandise issue, we can still at least buy used merchandise at train shows. That's what I do most of the time. Doc Brown went back too far once. Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, Rick says, I'm good, Tom. Okay, so, yes, that was the train show, and that's what we got there. And let me show you. Okay, if you haven't seen the video that I put out yesterday for the train show, this is my favorite part of it. We are in Plant City. Now, up on the top right-hand corner, you can see that observation tower up there. That's where the camera is, the Virtual Railfan camera for Virtual Railfan YouTube channel. Just wanted to point that out. Now, ain't that pretty? Now, that was after the train show and before the Railroad Museum opened up. Okay, so I've seen a couple of more things up here. Frank, thank you very much. You got all the Greenberg ones. Train and Toy Show, Edison, New Jersey, November 27th and 28th. All right, Edison, New Jersey. That's a little bit far for me. And York, PA is a little bit far, but October 21 at 9 a.m. If I was still up there, I'd probably go to those, but I don't live in Maryland anymore. Okay, John Benicki, got to go. All right, have a good week. See you next time. Thanks for stopping in. Don't they have the bullet trains in Florida? Yes, I think so. I think they run along the East Coast. We're in the middle of the state. Hats off to the train driver. There you go. Oops, train engineer. Oh, boy. All right. Okay, Randall Ellison says the West Plains Model Railroad Club October display is still going on. Last day of that show is October 31st. And then the Christmas display starts up right after Thanksgiving. Christmas already? Oh my goodness. You noticed that Tom is almost out of Doritos, or maybe that's the decoy bag. That is the bag that is the one that I eat from, and there is another bag that I just left in the cabinet. That's the display bag. Oh jeez, why are people calling me at 8:30 at night? All right. Okay, what did I? Mason-Dixon Railroad said he used to live in Yuck, PA. I guess he hit the wrong key. It's York, okay? Stephen PSAP says it's dinner time. Hope you have a good dinner. Oh my goodness, Frank, you're on a roll tonight. November 6th and 7th, 2021, Great Train Show, Shakopee, Minnesota, Canterbury Park Expo Center. All right. 70 nights to Christmas. That means 69 nights to my birthday. Maybe it was Comcast checking on your service. There you go. All right. So here's another one. November 2021 Greenberg Train and Toy Show, Wilmington, Mass. Shriners Auditorium, November 27, 28. Great Train Show, Collinsville, Illinois. Frank, thank you very much. No, yuck is more accurate. Okay, I got it now. They're checking the auto extended warranty. Yes, I need to update my warranty. There you go. Chasco, Brightline is running Siemens Chargers Locos. Pretty cool. There you go. Yeah, I agree. Frito-Lay should send you free bags of Doritos, but they don't. I even asked the Dorito driver, you know, when he stopped at the convenience store, and he says, "Get the hell out of here. We don't give away that stuff. You got to buy it." Okay. Okay, so the Mount Clara Junction NMRA event is this Thursday through Saturday. So where is Mount Clara Junction? All right. Now here's another one. Nixon Library will have a different model train club display each week starting mid-November till Christmas. That, you know, they got a lot of stuff up there in California. And you know, I was thinking, you know, and I mentioned this last week about Tampa not having a train show, and I ran into Toga Ibora. You know, he's with the Greater Florida Legos Club, and they usually set up a really big display at the Tampa one, and he says they're not having one for a long time. So I don't know what's going on with Tampa. Maybe not too many people like it because you got to pay $7 to get into just to park your car in that place. Okay, Greenberg Train and Toy Show, Timonium, Maryland. That was my favorite when I lived in Maryland. Okay. December 12th. Oh my goodness. Great Midwest Train Show, Wheaton, Illinois, DuPage County Fairgrounds. So December 12th. You know, that's a little bit closer to Christmas. Usually, I went up to Maryland for Christmas, and the train show in Timonium was like in October or something like that. So I always missed it. So maybe, I don't know, but there's train shows down here too. I don't know what to do. Holy moly. Hunt Valley. Okay, Hunt Valley. Oh, why didn't you say so? I know where Hunt Valley is. Oh, my goodness. All right. You threw me off. Okay. Mount Clara. Okay. The name sounds familiar now. I heard somebody broke in the middle of the night and stole the trains. Yeah, I seen on Virtual Rail Fan they had somebody had a big old suitcase, and they threw it over the fence and filled it up and threw it back over. Okay, I am not a crook. Norman Rose says, was that you? Oh my goodness. All right, so anyway, I guess that's it. I thought model trains were expensive. The price of Lego trains is crazy in your video. Yeah, Tolga says just in the Legos for the now he did a Brightline train, so it's got a locomotive on each end. So the Legos for each one of those was like $150. So that's not counting. I guess, I don't know if the wheel sets are for the Legos or not. I didn't ask him that. But I know the motor, you know, and the batteries and stuff like that is not part of the Lego. And each rail car was $50. So I guess it does get expensive. But I looked at on one of his videos where the group was at the Tampa Comic-Con. And they had a lot of good stuff there. Okay, Randall Ellison. Hey, Tom, I'll try to get you the operating hours for the Christmas displays as soon as possible so you can let everyone know. Good deal. Thank you. Send me an email, and I'll post it up here. I told the kids next door if they don't stop fighting, I'm taking their Legos. They've been great ever since. Okay, yeah, that'll get to them. All right, so I guess that is it if nobody else has. Hey, Heath, if you want to make that link clickable, yes, Heath, you're a moderator, so you can make that link clickable. I don't know what link you're talking about, but go ahead. Okay. When a little kid gives you that look, it's hard to say no. There you go. All right, so what time is it? Like the thing said there, it's Arduino time. And JT said, no rants. I came in late. No, I usually reserve the rants for a little bit later. Once I did the rants at the beginning. But anyway, it is Arduino time. And why do I say it's Arduino time? Because it's related to what I was working on. And I put out a video on Saturday. I scheduled it for Saturday. I was doing it this past week, but I was working on this crossover right here. And since then, thanks to Jim Tedesco, he asked me, wouldn't it be easier if you had a arm that was longer? And I said, yes, it sure would. But unfortunately, the arms or the horns for the 9-gram servos, they don't make them any longer than that. So what I ended up doing was I turned everything around. Now let me pull up some pictures right here and show you what I'm talking about. This is how I have it mounted. I have a slat that I cut to 60 millimeters long, or 60 millimeters. And I mounted a servo mount on top of it and put the servo on it. And then I put that underneath the foam, or cut a hole in the foam. Let me see if the next one is the hole in the foam. Okay, that's another one right there. Now there's the hole in the foam, and the way I did it was I put the slat all the way up against the cork roadbed right there, and that's what made the horn short, and it was hard to get to. Okay, what's the next one right here? That's what it looks like there, mounted in there. And that is the little gizmo that I had to fashion for it to work. Now that was the first one I made. I made several of them because that one was too long. So I had to cut one a little bit shorter, and that was still a little bit too long. But it ended up, it was about 3/4 of an inch long, the final one. Unfortunately, I didn't take a picture of it. Now, this is the new design when I turned the servo around. This is what the actuating arms look like, the wires that I cut for the servo to go between the servo and the throw rod on the turnout. And that's what it looks like there. You can see that the horn sticks up, so it makes it easy to put the wire on there. And that's the other one on the other side. And I just did a temporary thing because I had to put a 1/16 of an inch spacer in there, and I had some basswood that I had already cut, but I didn't have it wide enough. So next time I go to Hobby Lobby, I have to go all the way to Lakeland to get to Hobby Lobby to get some more basswood to fill that in. But when I turned everything around, I had to put a spacer in there to take up the extra space. Now the servo is sitting right up against the cork. And so you see, this is how it was originally, and all I did was turn it around so the servo sits up against the cork. Okay, so let me see, this one right here. So all I had to do was, you see how the horn goes towards the wood. Well, when I turned it over, I had to have it facing the other way. So all I did was take the servo and flip the servo over, because when I turned it over, I also needed it on the other side, because you can see it's offset right there. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that's what it looks like. Let me right there. It works a lot better. And it only took about a minute once I had the wire cut and shaped. It only took about a minute to attach it. So that is a lot better than what I had before. And here's what it looks like in real life. There is the crossover. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, it's just sticking up just a little bit. You can see it right there on that side, and right here on this side. And this is what the bottom looks like. I just still have to get some more basswood and put that in there so, you know, it fills it up all the way. But I had some people asking me about this little gizmo right here, and let me turn the thing on. Boom. This little, let me get it over here. It's got a short cable on it. Let me put that back there, out of the way. And put this up here. Okay, so this is a little servo tester. And I actually got this for nothing because I ordered it from Amazon, and it says that you could hook up 4 servos to it. I don't know if you could see it, but there's enough room for 4 servos. It does not work with 4 servos, so I, complained to them. I told them I wanted to return it, but they said, we'll give you your money back. You don't have to return it. So it works, for 1, 2, and 3 servos, but if you try to hook 4 servos up to it. But this is a good way to test your servos and to find out where you want to set it in Arduino, because you have a display there and you could see where it is. Now, you may have to do some conversion, because you can see it only goes up to 2200. Well, it goes to 2200. It goes between 2200 and 800. But on Arduino, it goes between 0 and 2048. So you have to convert that. You have to do a conversion to find out where the actual settings are on here. But this is a good little thing. And it has 3 different hertz on it. Typically, you only want 50 hertz because that's what you're going to be operating on. But if you change the hertz in your Arduino sketch, you're going to be changing the setting on here. Now, it doesn't show up on here, but it shows up on Arduino. Changing the frequency of your servo also changes the position of your servo. So you want it set at 50 hertz. Sounds like new math to me. There you go. You just have to do an equation. See, when all of you when we're sleeping in algebra and your algebra teacher told you that someday you're going to need this formula, that's what they were talking about. Yeah, just solve for y. There you go. Yeah, it's real easy. But anyway, I have that on my Amazon page if anybody's interested in it. Let me see if I can pull it up here so you can see it. Where's my Amazon page? Okay, right here. Where is this thing? Okay, so right there. So you can see it's the second item right over there. It's only $12 or less. Frank, Steeler fan, says he's confused as ever. How you doing, David Wasser? Good to see you here. All right. But that's what it looks like. It is $11.99. So there you go. That is a close-up of it right there. So it's pretty cool. I mean, they make a lot of servo testers, but I got this one because it had the display on it, and I needed it for the display. I have an older one right here. Let me come back over here. This is the one that I've been using for years, and, you know, that's just to check it out. It does everything that this other servo tester does, but it is a lot cheaper, and it doesn't have a display, so... It does the trick. Both of them do the trick, but that's the newer one that I got, and I ended up getting it for nothing because it didn't work as described. They said you could do 4 servos with it, and it did not. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to show you is, now I plan on using a nano to generate my PWM for the servos. And, you know, before I would put the nano, I would solder the nano onto a perf board and work from there and do all the soldering. But I found this. This is a board. Now, it'll work with an Arduino Uno and let me pull it up here. It'll work with an Arduino Uno or a Nano. You can see it's the same shape as the Uno. Now it comes without, if you can see that right there, it comes without the pins on the bottom. So you'd have to get pins if you wanted to use it as a shield. But it'll work for a okay, wait a minute. See this thing right here? My train of thought has left the station. Okay. Kyle Stevens, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right. But anyway, so those little plugs on the side, and my train of thought still have left the station. Nano is that is what Robin Williams used to say. Yes, it is. Nano. Okay, but anyway, that is a sensor module or a sensor shield for a Uno. But if you don't want to use it for the Uno, how many circuit boards do you have? A lot. Too many. You know not to tell me that or ask me that. My goodness. Where does he have it up here? But anyway, I bought a couple of these because I have a bunch of nanos that I'm going to be using. Okay, here's another one right here. This one is from DFRobot. Now, this is for a nano only. and this has screw terminals on there. So if you're working on your model railroad, you could mount this on your model railroad underneath a control panel and plug a nano in there. And if you need to program the nano, all you have to do is pull it out or leave it in there and plug it in. But if your nano goes bad, you just throw another nano in there and you don't have to worry about all the wiring. Let's see if I got this one up here. Okay, I should have this one up here too. No, this one isn't on my Arduino page because it is a DFRobot. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it is. Okay. I paid $15.99 for 5 of them. Right there. So, when did I buy? I bought them back in I bought them 2 years ago. But anyway, so there it is right there. You can mount them with a screw terminal. Heath, you always have questions. My goodness. Do you have more circuit boards or model trains? Well, let's put it this way. I have more circuit boards than locomotives, but probably not rolling stock, because I have rolling stock with horn hook couplers and I have rolling stock with the regular knuckle couplers. So, but it's getting close. I have a lot of circuit boards. And here's the Arduino. This is, now, you'll notice I got this one. So, and it's an original Arduino, but I got this off of eBay for about $5 because Arduino sells their rejects. They still have their original Arduino, and this on the back, this is an older style. They did this a long time ago because I got one that I bought like in 2014 that has this same back on it. But as you can see, that barrel connector is crooked on there, and that's probably why they rejected it. But sometimes you could pick up original Arduinos for cheap on eBay. You just have to search for it. Okay. Have you eaten more Doritos, circuit boards, or model trains? I've probably eaten more Doritos. There you go. Okay. One member yesterday asked me how to program the DCC controller to operate the lights on his battleship. Give him a Tyco controller and said, "Here, use this." All right, there you go. Tom, it's been so long I can't remember what railroad you run. I'm not running anything right now. But anyway, I have mostly Pennsylvania and B&O. So right now I got a Pennsylvania. I got a GP7 over there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you could see it better over here. Let's try this one here. But right there, there's a GP7 right there. But mostly Pennsylvania and B&O. Now, I do have some logging stuff, so that is out of character. Okay, now he's getting into it. No, that's I think, Heath, that's your expression right there. This guy and that guy. This guy right here, does the same thing as that guy right there. The only thing, this guy right here, you could use on this guy right here and the Nano. Isn't that bad, Frank? Ah, they are doing like holding up holy water in a cross. Ah, holy moly. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what did Kyle Stevens say? Sean Heath is like the HOA members at the condo I work at. Yeah, he asks too many damn questions. You know that? Yeah. All right. Real Fan Loy. Okay, it's okay that you're late. We'll forgive you. Okay. No Penn Central, Tom. I may have an older Penn Central locomotive that is DC, but I usually get the cheap stuff because I can't afford the really, really expensive stuff. So whatever's on sale and whatever I could get for about $150 or less, I'll get. Okay. Lynn McCurdy says if it's west of the Mississippi, he has it. Okay. Well, you have a Q&A where I can ask questions. Wait a minute. Do I still have the Q&A sting up here? Okay. I don't think I have the Q&A sting up here. Not on this computer here. So Heath, I guess you're out of luck. My goodness. You are out of luck, Heath. Okay, wait a minute. Let me pull up the thing here. Let me go into my thingy. This guy over here and that guy. See, I got. No, I don't see it here. I don't have the Q&A thing. Sting, like, rant. Well, let me do this one right here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Okay, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share it, or become a member, or even do super chat. Okay, so are there any H.O. Shea locomotives? Yes, there are. I have a Bachmann Shea locomotive. I don't know if they make them anymore. I know I bought it long time ago, and I think it was DCC ready. I had to install my own DCC decoder, and I had to replace the gears in it. And I think I bought the last plastic gears that Bachmann had about 5 years ago. So I'll send you a DCC PRR loco if no talk of Arduino till 2022. I don't think that I can do that. That would be kind of hard to do. Oh my goodness, Heath, you're just sleeping all the time. You never pay attention to anything. You're watching too many things at one time, so you never know what I do, but it's H.O. I am full-size Shea. There you go. Shea's in scale. All right. I got a kit up here. I got an old roundhouse kit that's a Shea that I bought at a train show for about 25 bucks. Lick the like button. There you go. Lick that thing. Okay. All right. All right. So, yes, there is Loy. MDC has a 3 and 2 truck. Bachmann has them too, but they are no longer in production and they have great issues, but it's hard to find replacement parts. Yeah, that's the issue that I had. I bought mine a long time when I was still in Maryland. So I moved out of Maryland when, let me see, when did I moved out of Maryland in 2004. So when was that? That's a long time ago. Get out your calculators, people. Okay. But I bought the Shay at a train show at Timonium when I was there. And before I really got to use it when I was down here, I had to buy new gears for it because the gears split. It was so old. So, asking for Heath, why is there air? I think Bill Cosby can answer that question for you. He had I remember having that album. He had a basketball there and said, "Why is there air?" Okay, all right. I actually don't like sound anymore and have turned the volumes almost off. Yeah, well, the ones that I have sound on, I turn the volume off to see if there's any problems with it, because that's the only way you could tell if there is a problem with the thing, because it makes too much noise. The like button is almost. What have you been doing with your like button, Norman? Oh my goodness. 2022 is in 3 months. I cannot not talk about Arduino for 3 months. I cannot not talk about Arduino for 3 minutes. It's amazing how the Arduino has come since the first version. Yeah, I first found out about it around 2014, thanks to Jeff Bunza. But I recently found out that it was around for about 10 years before that also. So it's been around a long time. Yes, it has come around, and I still have the Arduino Uno. It's the SMD version that I bought in 2014. Why is water wet? You're also asking for Heath. Okay, well, since Heath isn't here, these are invalid questions. Heath has to ask these stupid questions. Okay. Everybody else can ask normal questions. Okay. Better than Heath, who can commit to 1 or 2 scales? Well, I have 2 scales. Actually, I have 3. Never mind. Anyone's scale, okay. Is a hot dog a sandwich? A hot dog is a hot dog. It's on a bun, or I put it on bread because the buns are too big, and I want to taste the hot dog. I don't want to taste the bun. So I put mine on a bread. I don't have to be in the woods. They derail everywhere. Heath is invalid. There you go. All right. I agree to that. All right. I had to build my first Arduino. I bought all the components for an Arduino. I got the chip and I got everything else, but I never built it. Consider it a challenge, not that kind of challenge. All right. So, Norfolk and Western 611 is staying at Strasburg Railroad permanently. It is? All right. What makes trains go? Okay. All right. Strasbourg. Like that lick button. There you go. Like that lick button. He put carbon down in his studio and the fumes of the glue is getting to him. I think he did that on purpose. I think he put it down with airplane glue. Yeah, there you go. Taco Bell makes trains go. All right. So anyway, that's our session. I think that's the session on Arduino. I talked about the servo thing and that thing. So what do we have? Did somebody say rant? Now, I got a couple of rants today. Now, Debbie had an appointment. Now, both of them have something to do with Debbie's appointment this morning. She had an appointment with the doctor at 10 o'clock. So we're driving past this gas station, and the gas was $3.03. She also had an appointment for physical therapy at 1:30 in the afternoon. We drove by the same gas station, and gas was $3.29. It went up 26 cents between 9 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. From 303 to 329. Boy, does that piss me off. Okay, but anyway, the other rant, so everything is from Advent Health that she goes to. Now, she has multiple appointments for her physical therapy this month. And her insurance just merged, so it went from WellCare to Sunshine Region, I think is what it's called. And so she just got the card. They sent it to the old address, so it was forwarded to my P.O. box that I use for all my forwarding stuff, which I changed the address, so it should have came to our new one, but it still went to the old one. And we was on the phone on Friday for about an hour. Hey, John 2618, you made it for the rant. All right, good deal. But we was on the phone for about an hour trying to get it all straightened out because they sent her a card and they gave her a primary care physician. Now, we're in Sebring. That's the center of the state. And the primary care physician was in Michael Stroh. How you doing? The primary care physician was in Port St. Lucie, which is on the East Coast. It's like about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive from here. So, we're complaining about that and complaining about they have the wrong address. And while, we're on the phone on her phone, I get a phone call on my phone, and they says, they didn't identify themselves. They just says, Debbie has to cancel her appointments because Sunshine needs a referral from her primary care physician, so you need to cancel all the appointments for the month of October. And I says, well, how about if we just cancel the one on Monday and leave the rest of them because we're talking on the phone with them right now. She says, okay, that's fine. And I'm thinking that this is the person from the physical therapy. Well, when we got to her appointment this morning for her orthopedic surgeon, the lady there, or the young lady there at the desk says, well, I talked to you on Friday and told you, you canceled the one on Monday. And I says, well, first of all, you said the appointment at 1:30, which is the one for physical therapy, and you wanted to cancel the ones for the rest of the month, which is also physical therapy. So I assumed that you were from physical therapy since you did not identify yourself. So we went there at 10 o'clock, and we couldn't get to the appointment because they canceled it. Well, I told her, the insurance company anyway says since it was already scheduled, there should be no problem with it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's about the third time something like that happens at that place. So that pisses me off. But physical therapy was okay. Okay, so Heath is back. So, and he said he thought about some really great questions, but there was a lot of people on here that already asked questions in your behalf. Came for the Doritos and stayed for the Arduinos. So there you go. All right. And Tom said, hot dog is not a sandwich. No, I did not say hot dog is not a sandwich. I said it's on bread. I eat it on bread because I don't like the bun, because the buns are too big, and I want to taste that damn hot dog, especially the Nathan's hot dog, grilled, not boiled in river water like they do in New York. Gary Shanks. That's okay. You could be late. You could always rewind it, go back to the beginning and watch everything, or watch the replay. We're always here. Is a taco a sandwich? No, a taco is not. I don't think a taco is. I hate tacos. They're so damn messy. You can't keep them inside that stupid little cracked up little thing. I mean, everything falls out of it and then breaks. I mean, it's like trying to eat a sandwich with a Dorito. Yeah, Nathan's are the best. You got that right. Okay. Chicago dogs are the best. I don't know what a Chicago dog is, but I've seen people put all that crappy stuff on top of that hot dog. I don't like all that stuff on a hot dog. I want brown mustard, Golden's mustard, and some cheese, and maybe some onions sliced real thin on bread. Hey, John Taco had tacos for dinner. Oh, you, my deepest sympathy. Okay, so taco rant. Oh no, there you go. Okay, raisin. I got soft shell. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Soft shell. Well, if it's soft shell, isn't it a burrito then? Okay. I'm just so confused about all this stuff. Okay. So if it's a soft shell, isn't that the same as a burrito? Okay, wait a minute. All are better than dogs served in Vietnam. Yeah, you get real dogs in Vietnam. There you go. Okay, so Alex Guinea, how you doing? Never seen you here before. Follow from your rant on petrol. We pay $5 a gallon in Australia. Oh my goodness. I converted this from liter to odd. Okay, liter to odd. Australian, okay. Food is confusing. Just eat it. There you go. Okay, I feel sorry for you. There you go. Tar Heel Pat. Shrimp tacos. Oh my goodness. How about taquitos? I don't know what taquitos are. I'm afraid to ask when I'm in a restaurant. How do you know if it's food? There you go. All right. So we talked about We had a rant. We had Arduino. We had a train show. And last week I did a survey. And this week I did a survey. So let's see what the survey is. I'm going to end the poll right here. And we got, okay, let me see what it says. Okay, come on. Come on up. Okay. All right, what is your limit to the train show? $100 was 34%. $200 was 30%. $400 was 19%. And how did I get, and $300 was 15%. So the $400 plus. So the winner is $100. And that's about where I am is. That's where I am is. Okay. That didn't come out right. That's where I am. About $100. And he says, I always forget to check the polls at the end of the stream. But last week, I asked the question, what is your biggest obstacle? And about 39, there was two that were tied for 39%, and that was scenery and electrical. So what is the big deal about scenery that, people don't like? That's what I am is. There you go. All right. That just didn't come out right. Who is that? Just home from doctor. Hey, Greg, how you doing? How did it turn out at the doctor's office? So, good to see you here. If we picked $100, do we get a prize? Yeah, you get to be a part of the 34%. There you go. All right. So, scenery is my favorite part, says Frank. And to me, that is my favorite part too. I mean, I like the bench work. I'm not good at wood, but I like building the bench work. I like putting down the track, but I always seem to change the track work no matter how much I think that I know that that's what I want. It always gets changed. But scenery, I like scenery, and I like the electrical. So I guess I'm different from most there. I like the scenery, and I like the electrical, which 39%. Now, there was, I think, 94 people that voted on that one. On this one here, 78 votes before I shut it off. But the prize is dinner with Heath. There you go. Heath, you're buying. you got to buy a Taco Bell. Do you like the circuit boards? I don't eat them. I like the circuit boards. Yes, I do. Scenery is the hardest thing to screw up. Well, the way I look at it is I don't try to replicate something that I see. I do the scenery, and I said, that's the way it's supposed to be. If you don't like it, that's how I remember it. Now, my memory is shady. My memory is, my brain cells are fried. So that's how I remember how things were. And I'm colorblind to begin with. So if the thing doesn't look right, that's too damn bad because that looks good to me. Okay. So, my scenery, I like doing the scenery. I like doing the rock castings. I like putting all the stuff, sprinkling all that stuff on there. I mean, I got tons of stuff up here on the shelf that I saved from my old one. So that is my best part. And since I like Arduino, I like the electrical part too. Taco Tico. There you go. I don't know what that is, but sounds good. Reggie says, I like Taco Bell, but it don't like me. I think everybody says the same thing about Taco Bell. Frank, okay. If you see my videos, you can see scenery is best part. I like the scenery. I like building the buildings too. Now, when you do a thing, you do a pole, you can only put 4 things up there. But somebody mentioned cost too. So cost is a big factor, especially if you're retired. Cost is a big factor. Later, Manshed. Okay, Manshed, are you leaving? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I missed you say later. Gators, I'm out. There you go. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, that's what I have to say about Taco Hell. There you go. That's appropriate for Taco Bell. Yeah, Randall Wells, and my brain cells were fried a long time ago. Yes, mine were fried a long time ago. Rail fan Loy says, I'm going to be volunteering at the Little River Railroad and Lumber Company Museum on October 30th. Good to hear that. It's always good to see volunteers. Now, when we visited Maryland, we visited the B&L Railroad Museum in Hagerstown, and there was a guy that at the Hagerstown Railroad Museum, and I talked to him for a little bit, but he said, I seen your video, or I did a live stream when I was at the B&O Railroad Museum a couple of days before that, and he says, I was volunteering down there, but I was in the other building when you were doing it, so I didn't get to see you. But he volunteers at the B&O Railroad Museum, and he volunteered in Hagerstown. Now, how far is that apart? That's about an hour and a half drive apart. Okay, Adam Cruz, how you doing? Good to see you here. We have like 5 taco trucks within 5-10 minutes of each other. All have awesome food. Each one has a unique menu item that says so tasty. Yeah, we have a lot of food trucks in the area. Venezuelan food, taco trucks, all kind of stuff. I don't go to them because I don't know. I don't like it. We need a live stream grill. Hey, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It'd have to be earlier in the day so we have some daylight. Okay, Adam Cruz. I gave Tricon Global Taco Bell. Okay. Oh, look, I got to read this. I gave Tricon Global Yum Brands, Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut specifically 15 years ago of management. I'll never go back to the fast food service. Good for you. All right. Roy Talley, how you doing? I definitely love doing landscaping. I hope it's on your model railroad and not outside, because I do landscaping outside too, and it's a bear. I buy new, old stock for scenery to save money on eBay. There you go. Anyone heard from Mark Stewart of Steven Structured? Hasn't posted a video in 11. Haven't heard anything. Okay. The basement is relaxing. Alan's Train World in the basement. There you go. Glad to hear you're relaxing, and thanks for stopping by. Okay. Are you sure this is the last question, Heath? Okay, I have to go. Okay, yeah, all right. It's 9. Oh boy, it's 9:30. Okay. 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 All right. I guess he was in a hurry, so it didn't come out that well. Okay. So, there we go. Heath Junction. Not that I went to them. Those street food vendors were the blast and found some great eating places in the southern part of New York City. When we was in Naples, they opened up a place where they had nothing but food trucks. They opened up a park. But the only problem was they didn't have enough parking there. I mean, they only had like 4 parking spots. And it was right up against one of the canals. And so nobody could get there. So I don't know what they were thinking. Keep going, rant. Okay, all right. So I'm going to cut this off here pretty shortly because Heath is getting ready to come on, and he's building a love shack. Is that what you're building? A love shack? All right. Yeah, you got. Is that why you was having a content ID issue the other night because you were trying to put the Love Shack song on for your video? Okay. Okay, Randall Allison, thank you for stopping by. Okay, did I miss anything? I did the rant. I did the thank you for everything. Okay, so I showed the video. Oh, there was a second video that I wanted to show. Where was it? Right here. Okay, so here it is. I want to put this up real close before I put the end thing up. And this is what I had on the last thing. Thanks, Jim, for stopping by. And this is part of, I don't think there's any sound to it, but this is how that little device works. I had this on the video that I put out on Saturday. See you all in New York. All right. Is that where Heath is? Oh, my goodness. All right. The Love Shack, baby. Yeah, Love Shack. All right. Tar Heel and Patch. Yeah, B-52s. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this end screen on right here. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Okay, we only got 47 people in here right now, but we got 50 likes. Let's get those likes all the way up there. Hit that like button. Let me put this thing up here again so you can hit that like button. So in case you forgot how to do it, all right, we got it up to 55 likes. All right, good deal. Thank you very much. Let me put this end screen on here, and I want to say thank you very much. Have a good week. And now, I get a warning. Finally.
Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting.
Time to open up my bag of Doritos.
She's married. Mr. Can we leave this seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me. Well, the night is dark. Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there.
All right, we got 60 likes. Thank you. Ellen's train human basement is relaxing. Chris Ruggieri says, how to get a taco. Well, how to get these Doritos. I got the Doritos out now. There you go. Let's put this out here where everybody can see it, huh?
Oh, Lord, they hit through about 9. That poor boy's heart started overheating.
Naked says I'm gonna make like a baby and head out. Cheerio, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.
And Lord is right. I've been traveling this lonesome. My one true love waiting there to see.
Ronnie Johnson,
Well, that long old
you got here at the end of the stream.
For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh,
Train, train.
won't you
Won't you
carry
carry
me home?
See y'all next week. Have a good week.